Whitehaven Beach is often voted the most beautiful beach in the world. I agree. It's located on Whitsunday Island, which is a national park with extremely limited facilities. Composting toilets, some wooden tables, sandy paths, and that's about it. The sand is famously 98.9% silica, so clean it squeaks when you walk on it. It is cooler than regular sand, but you'll still need shoes if you're walking further than the tree line on a sunny day. We went with Cruise Whitsundays for a half-day tour, which meant we spent 2 hours on the boat to get there, and we only stayed 2 hours. But we were able to visit Daydream Island on the way home. The beach is 7 kilometres long, so 2 hours is not long enough to do much more than play, which was fine by us. Lizzie was especially thrilled to have a stand-up paddleboard to ride on, partly because it kept her away from the possibility of getting stung. As you can see, this is not a surf beach. But if you're serious about seeing the most beautiful beach at its most beautiful, you need to put some more work in. Firstly, you need to look up the tides online and go at low tide. We were there at high tide, which was great for swimming, but lost most of what's unique about this beach. At low tide, the water is ankle deep for a long, long way, and sometimes people see reef sharks or sea turtles swimming in the water. More importantly, people can take the 600-metre walk up to the Hill Inlet Lookout and see the famous swirling sands from the perfect vantage point. There's also a big dead tree somewhere around there that cruise personnel call the Instagram tree. Secondly, you need to know which part of the beach you're aiming for. If you're near the facilities, such as they are, you're 7 kilometres away from the beginning of the Hill Inlet Lookout walk. Most full-day tours land you at one part of the beach, then another part in order to give you the fullest experience. Thirdly, you need to be aware of stinger season, which runs from November to May each year. During that time, irukandji jellyfish are a serious and painful threat, so people who don't want to end up in hospital or dead wear stinger suits. If you want the perfect bikini shot, you should visit between June and October. And don't forget your seasickness pills. There are some good snorkeling places nearby, but we didn't go there. Having said all of that, there are loads of gorgeous beaches all around the Whitsunday Islands, most of which are national parks. I bet locals know hundreds of gorgeous places that aren't on every Aussie Instagram already. If you have low vision or you're hard of hearing, you'll be absolutely fine. However, you need to be able to negotiate steps getting both on and off the boat. The Cruise Whitsunday vessels can let you keep your feet dry, but if you take a smaller vessel, you'll probably have to wait a little. Even though the beach is extremely popular, it's so big that it's relatively easy to get at least a few shots with no people in them. You'll need a certain amount of patience, especially at peak times, but I think it's actually possible to camp on the island if you get a permit, in which case you could end up with the whole beach to yourself. None of the many travel videos I've watched mentioned how the water is unusually salty. It made it very easy and pleasant to float in. I felt like the water was hugging me. So I'm glad we went at high tide. It suited the kids and I a lot better than a place that was mostly about the photos. Of course, the photos and videos we took are all gorgeous too.